let's go ahead and check out this tote. First of all, you can see here that it stands upright, no problem. Put it on its side, ding, and you can see no problems, just like it's supposed to stand up. Now, to fold it down, you have the typical little tab here, and you pull the bottom out, and then push it in, and it folds down flat, just like this. I have another one here that's flat, and you can see you can end up just stacking them down, and they don't take up hardly any space whatsoever. Now, as far as the weight goes, I'm not going to test the weight on this video, but the way I did test it was I put in 4 of these soda things, and I carried it with them. And I got to tell you that while it did carry them, I was not feeling really confident. So I think this might be the limit. Usually these kind of totes are good for right around 36 pounds. And I don't know exactly what it is. It might say it in the listing, but these are almost 40 pounds for these at 10 pounds a piece. Now, as far as grocery bags go, these are a little bit larger than a grocery bag. So when you go to use it, like if you're using a plastic store bag, usually 2 plastic store bags will fit in here quite well. And what I like to do is I like to bag my groceries and put one of them in there and then throw the other one, something smaller in, and then feed some smaller things in. Now, the reason that I use these is for DoorDash, Instacart type stuff. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Now, I have bought some that are just slightly smaller, and the smaller ones are a little bit harder for my needs, but the smaller ones might work for you just fine. The measurements on the listing are very true. Those measurements are typically the outside edge. So if you're looking to fit something in really tight to those measurements, I would probably knock off about 1/4 inch or maybe even 1/3 of an inch off of those measurements. That way you can definitely get what you're going for inside there. I have bought different totes to try to fit the soda in on this direction, and while you can squeeze 1 in there, you can't get 4 in there, and that's always been a problem. So you really have to buy way oversized on that. Now, these things will stand up in your trunk, or in my case, in the back of the station wagon quite well, and it makes it really easy to stay organized, especially if you have like cold stuff and non-refrigerated stuff that you want to keep separated, so that way you can take it all in the house in a particular order. Like, let's say you're going to run in the house with your first trip with just the cold stuff, go put it all away, then it's nice to be able to do that. Also, in my case, I can separate my orders. I have black ones, and then I have some store brand ones that have store logos on them. The store logo ones are just slightly smaller than these, so that's another thing that I really like about these. When I'm putting these in the shopping cart, the package came with 4. I can usually fit 3 of them in the shopping cart pretty well. I put 2 of them side to side, and then I put the 3rd one across ways, but a 4th one won't fit in there, and that's fine. That's plenty of room for a standard shopping cart for the 3 totes. Now, as far as water resistance and waterproof goes, I haven't had a single issue with it. I have taken them in the rain multiple times, and I did spill a 32-ounce soda in one, and I literally just took a gallon of water and rinsed the thing out and threw it upside down in the back of the car until it was dried out, and it's still sitting in the car right now. I use it every day. So these things have turned out to be very effective, very durable, and I'm very happy with my purchase. The handles on the side also have been relatively strong. That is something that some of them will also be a little weaker on, but I think that these rivets that they use to attach it are a pretty good process. So if you're considering purchasing one of these, I think you'll be really happy.